welcome back to my channel. Are you preparing for a beauty pageant interview, or are you perhaps wondering how your introduction on stage should be like? Then keep watching. First of all, thank you so much for over 350 subscribers in less than a month. That is bizarre. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to keep subscribing, like and comment, and click on that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my content. So if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Mojabeng Ndebele. I am a pageant queen, I am a pageant coach, and a pageant judge. So today I'm going to give you tips that will get you properly ready for that interview. The reason for the interview phase of a beauty pageant is for the judges to understand the kind of person that you are, and basically for them to understand why you should be a part of the pageant, why you should compete, why should you have the platform of competing. So you want to get out of that interview room having laid out everything that you are and everything that you're about, being as authentic as you can be about your story, and basically sharing with the judges where you want to go in life and why you believe that you should not only be a part of the pageant, but you should be the winner of the pageant. Let's start with your look. Try to be as simple as possible. No funky hairstyles, no crazy looks, no harsh colors on your hair, on your face, your clothing. But however, do wear something that you're very comfortable with and something that you feel really good in. I think I talk about this quite a lot, that we need to feel good in order to tackle the world like the queens that we are. So avoid the smoky eye, avoid colorful eyeshadow, avoid being too glowy. Yes, you can glow and look pretty, of course, but try not to glow too much. You know, you don't want to be too much in their faces. You don't want your face to grab their attention, and then there's no space for what you are about to say. A clean look is the safest bet. Keep it very, very clean. Your body language. First of all, your gestures should always match what you're saying. You can't be saying, and I was so angry. Oh my gosh. But, no. I was so angry. That's too much as well. Keep it medium. A judge can tell from when you walk in if you are confident or if you're not, if you're nervous or if you're not. And most judges excuse being nervous. Even I excuse being nervous. It is life. It's who we are. The minute you stop being nervous when you walk into what might be the next big thing in your life, then you're not human anymore and you've overdone it. You better move on to the next challenge. So your body language better say confident. It better say, I got this. I know I'm gonna walk out of here with the job, because a beauty pageant is a job. Your posture says a lot about you. When you look confident, the judges already love you and they already want to connect with you. And somehow you already seem like you're about to say just the right things. If the posture of having your chest out feels hard or unnatural for you, wear a bra, wear a very tight bra, and make sure to pull in your stomach the whole time. Immediately when you pull in your stomach, your chest automatically pushes itself out. But you don't want to do it too much and have your chin up. You don't want it to be like this. Make sure to stand tall. Don't be a duck though. Don't look like a duck. Okay? Just stand tall, comfortably so. Don't overdo it. Your facials. Your facial expressions better match the conversation. Make sure that your facial expressions are just a way of emphasis to what your mouth is saying. Don't be numb while you're talking about something intense. Don't be too excited if you're talking about something sad. That's all I mean. Your facials better match the things that you're saying. Your voice. Don't shout too much. Also, don't speak too softly. Don't sound too ratchet. Like laugh like a lady. Saying laugh like a lady also sounds like you are not allowed to be yourself. That's not the case. You just have to contain yourself, contain that side of you. If you are like a really loud person, really out there, crazy loud kind, judges don't, they most times they don't like that. So just try to be calm, but make sure your personality is always picked up. Don't lose yourself in trying to seem calm or trying to seem together and like you're a lady. Your tone, don't be too angry. I think I've already said this. Don't if you're very passionate about a cause that you're talking about, don't be too angry, because what the judges are also looking for is a person that can stand in front of audiences and speak about something that touches their heart so badly, but not cry or show too much emotion. If it makes you angry, if perhaps if I were to be on stage and talk about anything related to gender-based violence, it's a topic that makes me very angry, but I make sure not to crack. I don't want everyone to see how pissed off I get whenever I go deep into the gender-based violence topic. Your pace should also be normal. Don't speak way too fast. Don't speak too slowly also, because it can get boring and you don't want a judge to sleep while you're talking or seem bored or yawn. Oh my gosh, that would be terrible. It takes your confidence right away. You don't want that. Now about what you actually say and what you don't say. When you come to the point of actually answering the questions, avoid one-word answers. A judge is not going to ask you a question and then wait for you to give them an answer and then say, but why do you think so? Or why? Or how? They're not going to ask you to elaborate. You have to do it yourself. You give a one-word answer and then pause a little for like half a second and elaborate. But don't speak for too long. Avoid your avoid your avoid using one word over and over and over again, because it sort of plays over and over in their head and they feel like that's all you said the whole time. Be positive. Pick the positivity in your story. If you have a sad story, pick the positive side of it and share that, because you want the judges to see you as the kind of person who can pick themselves up and move on and take whatever was supposed to set them back to actually push them forward. And obviously they already think that if that's the kind of person that you are, then that's what you will inspire others to do, because after all, that's what we're looking for in a pageant queen. Do not rehearse your answers. Do not rehearse your answers. We can tell when you are rehearsed. We can tell if this sounds like it's something that you have said before. Don't get me wrong. We want to hear your story. You can tell it at one pageant and then go tell it at another. Tell it in an interview somewhere. Tell it to people you were hanging out with. Or it doesn't matter how many times you tell it, but if it's rehearsed, we can tell. If it's your story that you know how to tell, that really is who you are and where you come from, it's also different. So that's what you want to give off. You want to share your story or whatever it is that you're sharing. You want to share it in a different way all the time. But obviously the basis of the story will always be the same. But do not rehearse your answers. Just make yourself comfortable about speaking about the common things in your life. Like, memorize the gist of it. Let's talk authenticity. Is your story your story? Is everything that you are saying about yourself really what you are? Do not copy other queens. Don't go on the internet and watch what Zozibini Miss Universe 2019 is saying and then come back and come say it the exact same way. Tsepa, don't lie to us. We're not your friends. The judges are also looking for a person with extraordinary work ethic. But of course, if you win the pageant, you'll have a coach, somebody that's basically holding your hand throughout the entire reign. But you also need to be a person of independent thought, a person that has the ability to take the title and make it their own, a person who can spot opportunity and grab it. So when you answer your questions, make sure to portray how hardworking you are, and I hope you really are a hardworking person, and how self-driven you are. Now, if there's a cause that you are extremely passionate about and are currently working on, make sure you tell the judges about it, but in a very convincing and smart way. Slide it in somehow, but it should not be like, don't be like a parrot. It shouldn't be that one thing you kept talking about the whole time, even when it wasn't necessary. Look out for a video on my channel on generic questions asked at beauty pageant interviews and how to answer them. So I'll go into detail on how questions are asked and how you should answer them. And that is it from me today on the do's and don'ts in a beauty pageant interview. Please connect with me on Instagram. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me if there's anything new that you learned. Tell me if there's anything you want me to speak more about, if there's any clarification that you need, and anything else that you just have your thoughts on. And don't forget to subscribe and to definitely come back to this channel. Bye, Queen!